What's up? This is Cyclonus, and you already know my opinion counts. And I'm here again, but this time I want to reflect on this year's 2015 E3, which I think Microsoft clearly, clearly was the victor by a landslide. To me, in my opinion, it wasn't even close. Sony got destroyed. Now, I was asked a couple of times for me to like do a review and get my opinions of what I thought about this year's 2015 E3. So without no further ado, let's get down to business. Now, for Sony, they showed Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, which I'm not interested in at all. Never really been a big fan of the Uncharted series, so it didn't interest me. And ponies can bash me, or they want, but I prefer Tomb Raider, and I think Uncharted sucks. Just it's not interesting to me. I don't like the Drake character at all. It's just my opinion. Um, The Last Guardian, which was okay, but still not interesting. Like it did nothing for me. Um, I don't like that dog shit. It looks like something from the Never Ending Story. It looks like it was just straight ripped from that movie. It did interest me. They didn't really show anything uh that would make me wipe the dust off my pony station and actually play it. They didn't give me any reason to. The Last Guardian was not interested. The game looks cheesy. I don't like that dog shit. It's like I said, it's like a never-ending story ripoff. Um, Gorilla, Gorilla Games debuted this game called Horizon, which looked it good. The graphics was exceptional, but we should all expect that because these are the developers from Killzone. They make beautiful looking games. The games look good, I must admit, but the gameplay and the story mode on Guerrilla Games fucking sucks. So they could take Horizon and throw that shit right in the garbage. I'm not interested, and I don't want that game. I think they showed Hitman. Ugh, I'm tired of Hitman too. Not interested. Um, I think they said something about Street Fighter 5 or something. Cammy and Birdie being confirmed as playable characters. Nah, lackluster. Um, they talked about this game made by Media Molecule. These guys are responsible for Little Big Planet, which fucking sucks ass. And they revealed a new title called Dreams. That shit sucks too. Just not interested, man. None of that shit, man. Some dumbass game called Firewatch. It's horrible, just horrible. And a game titled World of Final Fantasy. It's fucking garbage, man. Sony's whole stage presence, the whole conference was a fail. You know, Eh, I was trying not to fall asleep on it. It was just garbage. It really was garbage. And they announced Shenmue, you know, which they jacked from Microsoft, on some underhanded shit. They jacked Microsoft for Shenmue, and cause they all sat back and watched the anticipation for this game, and they sat back and they saw how the Xbox fans was asking Phil Spencer and Microsoft in general to get this game. So what does a what does a broke ass company do? They steal people plans, but not only do they steal people plans, but they do it with a cheap ass price. 2 million, $2 million, Sony funding Kickstarter. That's an underhanded piece of shit move. Broke. I repeat, broke. Desperate company. Like I said, Sony's E3 2015 conference was lackluster. It was boring. It did nothing for me. It was horrible. That's just my opinion. You ponies can damage control this all you want. It was horrible. Horrible, man. Now, um, now on to Microsoft's 2015 E3 conference, which I think Microsoft hit it out the park. It was a grand slam. Microsoft's stage presence, um, Microsoft's presentation, everything was flawless. It was an unbelievable show, I must say. And I'll say it again. It is an amazing time to be an Xbox One owner. It is getting better and better. They did not disappoint me. The highlight of Microsoft's 2015 E3's conference has to be backwards compatibility. With that announcement, they blew the doors off the Pony system and they blew the doors off Sony. They cannot compete with that. I think they have the PlayStation Now service where you can play old PlayStation games, poor streaming quality, and not only that, but you ponies have to pay for that shit. And Microsoft released backwards compatibility, free to all Xbox owners, absolutely free. There are no fees. You're not being charged. You can do this free. That right there alone was a win for Microsoft. That was definitely a big shock. I was very surprised. I was not expecting that at all. There was nothing Sony had for that. Nothing. That alone won Microsoft the show. And another thing that I was kind of thinking about is that Microsoft is getting a little better. Excuse me. Microsoft is getting a little better at holding secrets and announcements from the public. If we refer to previous, E3s and things like that, or when they do these conferences, us as fans are able to predict what they will show or what, they will talk about. But Microsoft is doing a good job at keeping information under wrap, which is good because it makes it more surprising and it makes it more unpredictable to tell actually what they're going to show. And we all asked for backwards compatibility, but we had no idea that Microsoft would show this. It wasn't a guarantee, and I think it was a real big move on Microsoft. I think it's another win for Xbox and Microsoft as a whole. Microsoft showed Halo 5. It looked beautiful. The particle effects, the lightning, the way the game was moving, it looked awesome. And they also said that it would support 24 player mode with Warzone multiplayer. Now, I was like, wow, that's good. And they also showed a game called Recore, which is I think it's the devs from Metroid Prime. That game looks good. Now, these are games worth showing at an E3. Let's keep going. Oh, and I just mentioned, they also revealed the backwards compatibility. Wow, which blew the fucking doors off the place. And they also announced the new Xbox One Elite controller. Oh man, that controller is a beast. I cannot wait to get it. To me, my opinion, I think that's one of the greatest gaming controllers ever created, man. And they let you customize it. But I might do a video about that a little later. And not only that, but there was more to get excited about. Fallout 4 on the Xbox One will support PC made mods. That goes back to the video where I was saying that Microsoft is making the Xbox One more like a gaming PC. Those guys are geniuses, folks. It's coming, and like I said, innovation and advancement. That's what Microsoft does the best. And at the end of the day, that will outshine biased media, lies, overhyped. That destroys that. All right, let me keep going. Now they announced that EA Access is adding Titanfall, which is great. Titanfall should have been there, in my opinion. That was good news too. They showed Forza 6 for the Xbox One with the 3D puddles. Forza 6 looks amazing. That game looks amazing. That's definitely a game that I want. They also said that the Tom Clancy's The Division is getting an Xbox One exclusive beta in December. So, us Xbox owners will be playing the game first, while you ponies, just sit around, with no games and just frustrated, and just watching Xbox and reading Xbox news, right? Now Rainbow Six Siege will come with free Vegas 1 and 2 on Xbox One. So that's like getting 3 games, for one. Microsoft is killing them out here, man. Like I said, their whole stage presence was beautiful. I like the attitude, I like the direction, I like the focus. It was a win-win for Microsoft. Okay? Okay, there's another great announcement. Now, Xbox One Game Preview lets you play games still in development. What? And Microsoft didn't win this? I slapped the shit out of a pony talking about Sony won. What? How? How? That's impossible. Media brainwash. Is fucking ponies are fucking stupid. And another game I was impressed with was a game called Beyond Eyes, and that's coming to the Xbox One and PC. And another thing I want to say, when games are exclusive to the Xbox One, right, and they come to PC, folks, it's still the same thing. Microsoft is PC. Where do these people get this train of thought of thinking that it's not exclusive if it's coming to the PC when Microsoft is PC? Think about it. It's still an exclusive. Okay? And another thing that I was interested in, they was talking about the gigantic beta hits Xbox One, Windows 10 in August. I really want to play that game. It's looking promising. And another big highlight was when Microsoft announced the Rare Replay with 30 classic Rare games at a discounted price. You cannot beat that. But you know what? Would it really seal the deal on that? Oh man, if they would have announced GoldenEye 007, that classic N64 game, woo! If that would have been in the Rare Replay, yo, it would have been over. It would have been over if they would have announced that 007. Y'all remember that game, the classic James Bond game for the N64? If that would have been included in a rare replay, it would have been over. Okay. They also show Rise of the Tomb Raider, and it gets a November release date. Rise of the Tomb Raider looks gorgeous. It really looks amazing. Now that's definitely another game I am getting on day one. It looks amazing. And for you ponies thinking that Drake's Uncharted is the answer to Rise of the Tomb Raider, you're stupid. It cannot even compare. I mean, we all know that. Just like with Sony spending millions and millions and millions of dollars trying to find that Halo killer, right? Killzone, amongst some other games. I can't really get the name of it right now, but there was another one. I guess Sony gave up. Just give up, Sony, because you're not finding a Halo killer. Stop wasting millions of dollars trying to find a Halo killer, because it will not happen. Just stick to what you do best, and that is forced marketing, forced advertisement, and making third-party games look like they're first-party exclusives. Okay? You're not finding a Halo killer, so just end that. And the DayZ creators had a game called Ion, and this game looks hot. It is a MMO that's I think set in space, right? And there was another game from Rare. I think this is a real exciting project. It's called Sea of Thieves. That game is looking real good. And Microsoft outlined future VR plans, and they're also working with Valve, which is great news. Oh yeah, last but not least, they stole the show with Gears of War Ultimate Edition coming August 25th. The Gears of War Ultimate Edition looks incredible. And then again, Microsoft has the top franchises, the top first party exclusives. There's nothing on the Pony Station that remotely comes close to Gears of War. I don't get it, man. Microsoft stole this show hands down. It wasn't even close. And they also announced Gears of War 4. Features, new characters. I mean, like, can a E3 get, a conference get better than this? It was over before it started, man. We all knew Microsoft was going to go in we all knew Microsoft was going to go in and smoke Sony and the ponies out the fucking building, and that is exactly what happened. And one last thing, wow, the Minecraft on Microsoft HoloLens looks amazing. I cannot wait to try that out too. So that's my summary. That's my wrap up. Those are my final thoughts on this year's 2015's E3. The battle between Sony and Microsoft. My opinion is that Microsoft came away with a clean, easy victory over Sony, hands down. And you ponies can damage control this all you want, but deep down inside, you know the truth. That's all I got for right now. I'm Cyclonus. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think about this year's 2015 E3. Until next time, you already know, motherfuckers, my opinion counts.